My friends and Masaji, I'm Laurentia Natasha, majoring in International Relations 7th semester at Bina Nusantara University with NIM 22018194646. Graduation, I have a plan to work at multinational companies. This course helped me to analyze and think about multinational companies expanding or formulating strategies to influence markets in their respective countries. With this course, I can apply the knowledge to my internship. Currently, I am placed as a business development intern at a Singapore multinational company engaged in ERP software. Explain about the pathways of MNC's influence on the global political economy with related example and related to the theory of relational power and Professor Susan Strange for power structures on the dynamics between the state and the market. Structural power is the power to determine the political structure of the global economy within or between countries, their political institutions, their economic enterprises, their scientists and professionals to run them. Meanwhile, relation powers is described as the power of A to order B to do something that the B doesn't want to. Therefore, there is Professor Susan Strange for structural theory. The first one is the security structure in political economy is described as a framework of powers created by providing security with some people for others that leads to internationalism. Security is the most basic need by humans because it is caused by threats of various forms, for example, the threats of humans from death, the threat of humans from starvation, the danger of several epidemic disease, the impact of a disability caused, the threat of a form that bankruptcy, the impact of the large number of people experiencing unemployment, and from the threat of other hazards including natural disaster or from humans themselves that are located or global. Structure is the production structure. The structure of production by Strange is defined as the sum of all the arrangements that determine what is produced, by whom and from whom, by what method and in what form. For of all political economy, all organized society is built on the structure of production, on the wealth that people produce at work. For this is such a close relationship between the locus of power in society and the structure of production, and no political economies can afford to ignore it. And the third one, the power to create credit provides the power to allow or deny others who are likely to spend today and repay tomorrow. The power to let them exercise their purchasing power and thereby influence the market for productions, as well as the power to manage or mismanage the currency in which credit is credited. Currency, thereby affecting exchange rates with credits denominated in other currencies. The last one is a knowledge structure. A knowledge structure determines what knowledge is found, how it is stored and communicated, in what way to whom, and in what terms it communicates. The power of knowledge structure is that has often been overlooked and underestimated. The knowledge structure is a structure that is no less important than the other three structures, although this power is not more important than the previous three powers. But the power of knowledge can be an influential force in the previous three powers. Knowledge as a public good can be said to be an item that easily transferred or passed on. We learn it from communication systems such as through books, film, picture, teachers, and other intermediaries. Market actors are those who influence the MNC's profit and loss performance from technology, production, markets, and others. Meanwhile, non-markets are those who assist in conveying the problem that exists in the community, opportunities, and others, who usually depend on the factor of MNC's company becoming a political force. An example of a market is community or citizen. The community supports helps the company to move forward and continue to grow thanks to buying or using product owned by a company so that the company will eventually become famous. Thus, the company's sales or popularity increases. Meanwhile, the non-market actors is the government. The government helps the companies to overcome problems that are owned by the community. MNCs interacts with the government to able to take part and can slowly change the government policies so that companies can run as desired. The competitiveness of a country is determined by the industry ability to innovate and improve its capabilities. Competitive advantage due to pressures and challenges. The company benefits from competitions in the domestic market, aggressive domestic suppliers, and high demand local markets. Differences in national value, culture, economic structure, institutions, and history all contribute to success in competition. Companies become competitive through innovations that can include technical improvements in products, process, or product quality. This is the diamond theory and also the example. The first one, factor condition refer to input used as a factors of productions, such as labor, natural resources, capital, and infrastructure. Porter's argument, the main key factors of production created, not obtained from inheritance. Furthermore, the scarcity of resources or factor disadvantage often help countries to be competitive. Too much resources has the potential to be wasted, when scarce can encourage innovations. Next is demand condition, refers to the availability of a domestic market that is ready to play an important role in generating competitiveness. This kind of market is characterized by the ability to sell superior products. This is driven by the demand of quality goods and services and the close relationship between companies and customers. Next, related and supporting industries refers to availability of a service and the existence of strong linkage between supporting industries and companies. This relationship and support are positive, which leads to an increase in competitiveness of the company. Porters developed a model of this condition with industrial clusters or agglomeration, which benefits from potential technology knowledge spillover, proximity to consumers, thereby increasing market's power. The last one is firm strategy. Structure and rivalry refers to the strategies and structures that exist in most companies and the intensity of competitions in certain industries. Strategies factors can consist of at least two aspects: capital markets and individual career choices. Domestic capital markets influence corporate strategy, while individuals often make career decisions based on opportunity and prestige. A country will have competitiveness in an industry where its key personnel and considered prestigious. Structure follows strategy. The structure is built to carry out the strategy. The high intensity of competition or rivalry encourage innovation. The explanation of multi-domestic, meganational, transnational theory is as follows. The first one, meganationals. The company emphasizes the economic of scale of products that are standardized globally and are centralized, which can also close the target market and create a dependency. The global strategy arises because the similarity of consumer taste for products, expensive technology investment, if only for one market, the existence of competitors who are able to adapt global products so that is will make it a competition. Revolution in the field of communication and information that is very developed. Examples of global products. One products for the World Philips LED lamps from Netherlands with one name for the whole world. The second one is multi-domestic strategy. This strategy emphasizes the differentiation of products and services that are able to adapt to local products. The difference with global decision makers tend to be decentralized because it is decentralized so that decision making is faster. The market response is also fast. For example, of multi-domestic products such as Denko, Milo from Nestle, Rinso, Surf, Omo from Unilever, where these products have undergone local adaptations. The third one is transnational strategy. This company emphasizes the trade-off between efficiency adaptations, local, and learning. Companies looking for efficiency to gain competitive advantage, adaptation to international operating flexibility, innovation as a learning process. The focus of this strategy is on adaptation. However, the risk is at the optimal location is not necessarily a guarantee of quality and cost of input factors. Knowledge transfers cannot be done automatically. A transnational company is a company that produces goods or services in more than one country. Companies like this can be small companies that have one or two factories in other countries, or giant companies that operate all over the planet. Some example of TNCs are Coca-Cola, General Motor, Colgate Palmolive, Kodak, and Mitsubishi. Even if TNCs have a national base, they are oriented toward global markets and global profits. I'm very happy to take this course because there is a lot of knowledge that I can apply in the world of work. I can analyze what company's business strategy is. I have hope that I can always remember and apply it into the work world. My hope for these courses is to continue to provide a lot of important informations and provide a lot of theory along with example to make it easier for students to understand. Thank you.